Since, as per usual, I did not feel like making an intro, let's just get right into this. I'll need to hit the screen record button first. Okay. So, let's just hit the reset. Alright, where to start? Well, let's start with an easy S tier. As I've said in my Season 3 character ranking video, we are a big supporter of Mallory James Mahoney, and right here is no exception. In Season 3, she realizes there is more to life than just competition, and this time it goes even further. God, they really did not phone it in with creating characters like her, like they did with a lot of the others, but more on them when we get to them. Let's see now. Oh, I should add, by the way, some of these characters are going to be very high, because I feel like in this season, every returning character gets a buff. Like, they're just more likable. I think this is the only time that we're actually going to see D tier be fairly empty. First, let's go with an S tier that is definitely deserves it, but for whatever inconceivable reason is not on here. I think we know who that is. I had to include her in there because she's just a very, likable character, very intriguing. And yeah, even though she does display some of the character traits that I have put characters in D tier for being, at least she has an excuse. She used to live under a rock, literally.
Am I whispering? No, bad. Go ahead and speak up.
It's okay. I get it. I poke fun at your weird beliefs sometimes too. I mean, Wi-Fi? Like, yeah, there are magical beams moving throughout the air sending information. You guys.
Little birdie told us that you're after the keys to the pantry. Damn. No one told us that. Birds don't talk. Thanks, Gwen.
But on the other hand, she makes up for it by being a total badass.
And I can't hear you over my loud knuckle cracking.
Peter investigation? Because it's been a while since I've declawed a wolf. I'll go check. Gwen, you don't have to. Have to? I've been at this camp all summer without getting to wrestle a single person into submission. Mama's gonna scratch an itch. Sorry for what? For this. Actually, I'm not sorry. That was really fun.
There's also the fact that
I like his story. As a new record.
so, alright, another S tier. If Lou was ever going to be an S tier, it would be this season. I mean, I swear, every character is just so well written. I don't know why that came out so weird. But yeah, I mean, just moving up from camp director, from camp counselor to camp director, very respectable, you have to admit. And not to mention, it's pretty rundown place. So, you know, power to her. It's a tough project to take on. But if anyone can do it, it's her. This one I'm kind of on the fence about. Like, the biased in me wants to put her in A tier because, like, her character quality is like my type. Just tough around the edges, broken home. Well, not broken home, but tough home life. You know, she grew up in the big bad city, and not the upper east, not the upper west side part of New York, but the rugged and tough parts of New York. So I feel like out of all the characters, she doesn't evolve into like new. She doesn't involve any new character traits. She still needs a ton of alone time. She still can't really stand kids, like through and through. But more on that in season 5. But just going off first impressions, I think she should stay in B tier for now. But we'll see. And speaking of back-to-back hated characters, even Hazel gets a buff this season by being a completely different character altogether. I mean, we often, well, not different, but we often forget that she and Lou used to be friends, and it shows in this season. I mean, in this one episode she's featured in, that she's not as bad as she seems to be, and that she does care about friendship. So I think that is very important for her character. I don't think she goes in A tier though. I think she goes in B tier right alongside Ava. I think I'm gonna put her behind them. Put her behind her though. I guess maybe because I know some people are probably gonna be mad if I don't. Alright, this character, I feel like, as I said in season 3, he does get more cringy in future seasons, which would include season 4. And then how many times he's butted heads with Gwen, you would think he has a death wish. I mean, I realize he's the smart kid and all, but you just gotta pick your battles sometimes, man. Should I put him as low as B tier, though? I mean, he does redeem himself in the end. He's still cringy, though. Like, Finn and Mateo are both cringy characters right up to the end. But when it boils down to it, they do exhibit certain likable character qualities, like humility. And at least, you know, Mateo is self-aware.
Thinks there was in my mosquito spray. I should have publicly given her credit for solving the mosquito crisis. But instead, I took all of it. Because I love basking in the sweet nectar of your adulation. Which I don't get a lot of because I say things like that.
So, yeah, I'm not gonna put him in C tier, but I am gonna put him in B. I think that'll do. Alright. And another guy. Wow, I'm realizing there are not a lot of Season 4 characters on this tier list. Like, not a lot of exclusive Season 4 characters. Alright, so this guy, boy do I have a lot to say about him. Like, let's start off with the obvious. He's cringy. And we all know this. It's, of course, he does, get better after the pilot episode when his campers tell him that he should cool it with the acting stuff, and he did. It makes me wonder if, well, actually I guess Zuri did tell her to cool it with the college application stuff on a few occasions, and it never really went anywhere, so never mind. And not to mention, he had quite possibly the most important dialogue for as like a catalyst towards Destiny's character evolution. I'll show you what I mean right now.
Do you love it?
What are you talking about?
You've been telling me what your dad loves, what the judges love, what I should love. The question is, what do you love?
Pageants. I've devoted my whole life to them. I mean, the performing's not my favorite part. There's a lot of pressure to impress people.
That sounds hard.
It is. Everyone expects a lot of it.
So, if it's not the performing, what do you love about pageants?
Well, during my reign as Little Miss Tampa, I got to go visit some kids who were in the hospital. I brought them presents and we hung out. That felt really good.
So, you like the charity part?
Yeah. But I guess I don't need pageants for that. Maybe I've been focusing on the wrong thing.
You know, if you did want to focus on finding a good cause this summer, I could help you.
I'd like that.
So, you still want to close the show?
No, I don't really need to anymore.
See what I mean? If Noah, I'm sorry, like, I had plenty of sleep. I don't know why I keep fumbling my words. I have no explanation. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, if Destiny and Noah did not have that talk, I mean, what I mean by Noah was a catalyst towards Destiny's character evolution is that she could have potentially come to the realization herself that she really only truly cares about the charity aspect of doing pageants, and that turned her from a character that I was reluctant to put in S tier for season 3 to an easy S tier. So bottom line, he definitely gets bonus points for that. But would I put him above the characters in A tier? Yeah, I suppose I would. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think that's good. I mean, maybe that was a little high. I mean, yeah, you know what? I don't know. I just like Ava. That's all I have to say about that. And I believe there are only 2 more characters left. And yep, Finn and Mrs. Kipling. I said in season 3 that even though there's evidence to suggest that she had some presence in season 3, because Finn and Mateo, who are only in season 3, do mention Mrs. Kipling. And the one episode she appears in, Mateo recognizes her. And here's the thing. I know analytically I was very hard on season 3, but here's the thing, I actually do enjoy it. I mean, it's just very polarizing to like see all the characters disappear, the ones that we've come to know and mostly love after 2 seasons, and then just have these new blank slate characters come in. I understand, you have to understand, it can turn a lot of people off, but we grew to like them mostly. At least they were decent enough to only give us 16 episodes instead of 30 like in season 6. So at least we didn't have to deal with it too long if it bothered you. So, yeah, she's going in C tier. She was very important for Mateo's character evolution of being tough and brave. Gwen was convinced that she tamed. God, why do I keep referring to Mateo as she? I swear, I'm not doing that on purpose. I'm just fumbling on my words like I said. Anyway, she thought that he tamed the beast, but turns out they just know each other. And Mateo, I guess, was so looking forward to being, written as a big hero that, he just let it get to him. He does change the perspective though. So, yeah. He does change the perspective. I mean, not perspective. What? He does eventually come clean, is what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. Alright. I know I said that Finn is essentially the new Jorge, but that's not entirely true. One, I described Finn as being both illiterate and dumb. Like, illiterate and disgusting. That's not necessarily true with Jorge, though. I mean, he is disgusting, but he's not illiterate. Remember that episode where he won a contest to be with the horror writers? So he's not illiterate. He beat Tiffany, of all characters, out of a chance to have dinner with a writer. So he's not illiterate, but that does describe Finn. Even so, he's gonna get C tier. He's going to do something that Jorge never managed to do. He's gonna come out of D tier and into C for a few specific reasons. Yes, he's dumb, but he's also a very good friend to some people who arguably don't deserve it. I'll play a few clips for you so you can see what I mean.
We only have a couple of hours left till dinner. Remember the backstory I gave you. You're Finn Sawyer the Third, you're well-traveled, you have a genius IQ, but you never bring it up. Except tonight. Tonight, you bring it up a lot.
What the?
It's pink. But at this point, just say any actual color. You know what? This fake relationship is a lot of work. At the beginning, it was fun and exciting. Now it seems like all we ever do is argue. It's because you're not even trying. We're only going to get out of it when we pretend to put into it. You keep wanting to change me to something I'm not. I never even get to go bowling with the guys. There's no bowling alley at camp. Maybe you should find a new fake boyfriend. Wait, you can't fake break up with me. I'll be humiliated for the 50th. Sorry, but I can't do this anymore.
Later that same evening.
Finn is running fashionably late. is for you. What are you doing here? We did broke up. We may not be your boyfriend and girlfriend, but we are real friends. And real friends show up for each other.
Aww.
Not always win. Stop, enough. And you're a great friend just the way you are. And you should be yourself. Now go ahead and eat the sloppy Joe the way you were born to. Thank you, Destiny. Thank you.
Yeah, so just being a loyal friend, I mean, that's really all you can do sometimes, just be a good friend. And he succeeds at that. You know, he excels, and sometimes that's all you really need to be. Like, even if, like, the person you're being a good friend to arguably doesn't deserve it, as long as, they apologize to the end. But yeah, anyway, this is not really a lot of characters. Yeah, like, only 2. Yeah, like, okay, yeah, so it's still over 8 characters, 9 if you include Gwen. It didn't really feel like 9 characters, but I counted the characters in season 3 when I uploaded it, and I counted 9 characters. I don't know, like, as these seasons go along, I feel like the list just gets smaller and smaller. But yeah, I think that's it. Hope I didn't forget to mention anything. But anyway, if you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe, turn on post notifications, and my socials are in the description below, and I will see you in the next ranking video, exploration video, whatever you end up doing next. As always, Dr. Steven James. Peace. Later, guys.